Hey, Becky. Alright, let me get this turned down. Alright, it's a little early, so I'm just going to let people trickle in over from Yamez as I go through and get set up. What's going on, Sullivan? It's a little early. I know Yamez is still live, so I'm just going through getting stuff set up. What's up, Corey? Guten Tag. What's going on, Chris? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be checking chat and stuff off and on. If I see it pop up on my phone, I'll do that because the chat doesn't stay on, and I'll check it back in the tablet. Alright, so Miss Penny Fashion, I went ahead and put a bow on my head. I told a few people that I was going to keep it clean. She's gracefully and graciously given me her time slot this weekend and next weekend. I appreciate it. And so I got today, and then next weekend I'll also be on same time, 2 o'clock. And then from there, either we'll just go back and forth, or I'll pick a different day to do whatever. So in the description, right, so I'm doing the Make It Monday series from Ting Ting over at County Line Forge. I am super behind. Hey. Alright, so I bought round stock because I currently was not able to get square stock. So I spent yesterday, I squared it all up for the most part square. And as I was playing around with this, I cut up 10 pieces, did what I need to do to be ready for this, and I was just practicing up because I had a couple smaller pieces in the fire last night, along with, I guess I grabbed one of my 10, so I already started a taper on one. But that's alright. We'll go ahead and we're going to knock out these other 9. And it was just the first taper. I still got to do the second part of getting that knocked out. Alright, so we'll set this one off to the side for now and get some of these thrown to the fire. Alright, so for the past couple hours, I did have to go to the store earlier. One of the kids we're doing her birthday today, actually here in about an hour, but that's fine. I'm gonna be out here. Some of her friends coming over. We're gonna finish this up. She's turning 5 tomorrow. But Mama's been inside taking care of the house, and I've been out here practicing making a hammer. So this is just mild steel, just to practice because it's cheap. Yes, please don't forget to hit that like button. Come over. So mild steel, I mean, this is really cheap. I picked this up, you know, over, because a lot of the steel yards that we have here in the area don't really carry a lot of tool steel. I can go get junkyard steel, whatnot. Otherwise, any type of tool steel I have to buy online and have it shipped to me. So I can get this in abundance, and it's good to practice on because it's cheap. And if I mess it up, because it's my very first one, hey, I'm out like maybe $2 for this chunk, if that. I think it's even cheaper than that. So I'm getting it knocked out, getting it tested, trying some different techniques, stuff that you got to do, and I'm not wasting money, because Ting Ting over, Counterline Forge, he has hammer blanks that you can buy off his Etsy page. So I do have some regular tool steel, but I don't want to mess this up yet until I know that I can get the eyes punched out good and make it into something nice, other than messing it up and then now I gotta buy more, which I'm sure he would like that. Alright, then I also got a couple more chunks of that 4130. So I'll be making some more stuff from that as well in the future. A couple of videos, whatnot. Alright, so I start off with a smaller taper. I just come down more at an angle, flipping on all four sides. That we have really small surface contact with your anvil. You kind of hold your heat a little better. Especially in this really small stock. Alright. Yeah, that's right, Chris. Yeah, with that mild steel, you can always take, because I have a couple chunks of the tool steel. It's actually a some chunk from a dozer. It's the tine off the blade of a dozer. Picked this up in a smaller chunk. I think I paid $12 for it, something like that. And it was actually at the same place that I got the mild steel from. But it's a different guy. It's not the guy that actually owns the steel company. It's his yard where he has a bunch of stuff. But I got done buying a mild steel, then I just went around the back, talked to him, and then see if he had anything for sale, and he had that. I was very grateful. I always have a tendency of putting my hammer down and then not knowing where I left it. These things heat up really quick, and I'm only doing 2 at a time because I don't want to burn it, but I'm still trying to come back and see what you guys are talking about. John Coffee in the house. What's going on, John? Alright, so now that I got that really sharp taper on there, I'm just going to lay it down just a little bit more and then just draw that taper back some. So you just draw it back to wherever you need it. Alright, so I got those two pretty much where I want. Now I'll stick two more in the fire and check the chat. Yeah, that 3/8 inch steel, it heats up really quick, so I don't want to burn it. Afternoon, champ. Hey, Jeff. Ting ting, howdy howdy. So, like I said, in good penny fashion, wearing the bow, giving her some appreciation, some props for letting me take her time slot. That's cool, y'all, miss. Yeah, just continue working and come back to see me. So, Yamas, the welder did great on the striking anvil. It hasn't fallen apart yet. Yeah, those of you that didn't get a chance to see whenever I went over to his place and we were making that cupping tool, that there towards the end, the plate popped off, and then after that one of the legs fell off because all I have is just a 98 MIG welder when I built it the first time, and man, that thing just it was falling apart all left and right. So we put the stick welder to it. Hopefully it'll hold up a little bit more. I've been pounding on it all this morning. Just practicing, right? Mild steel, making a hammer. Got the eye punched out. It's a little crooked, so I had to straighten it. And like I said, this stuff's cheap. You know, I pick it up really easily. And then if I mess it up, I'm only out $1 or $2 instead of, you know, the $8 or more for tool steel from Ting. I start out just doing those really short, super fine tapers, and it's hard with this smaller stock. If you get like ½ an inch or bigger, it's actually a little easier. And then from there, I heat it back up and draw that taper back. Draw it back some. I turn this to all 4 sides as I'm doing it. Alright, so that's 4 down just that quick. Like I said, this small stock goes really fast. Yeah, Ting Ting, that's the biggest thing of why I want to start off with the mild steel, is that way I can use it for a striking type hammer. Because a lot of the stuff that I have right now is all hardened tools. You know, I don't have any type of soft-faced hammer to hit it with. So that's cool, Ting Ting. Take care, bud. And appreciate it, Adam. That's awesome. And I'll go check out that tongue video you just did. I haven't had a chance. So, for those of you that know, or those of you that don't know, I am still military. And this weekend was actually the first weekend that has been freed up for me. Hence the reason why I'm doing a live show. But come February 28th, I retire. I'm done. I've done 20 years. And from there, I'm done. Actually, some of my leave will start December 26th, the day after Christmas. So it's an awesome Christmas present for me, to where I get more time to be here with y'all and out here in the forge and doing some of those things. Okay, just a finished product. No, that's cool. I haven't had a chance to see them yet. Did you post them up on the webpage? Alright, cool. I'll go check it out. Hey Becky, no, I just letting everyone know that, you know, I am currently still in the military, and starting December 26th is when my first leave will start, because we have what's called job hunting and house hunting leave is 20 days, and that starts December 26th. So I'll be on leave for 20 days. Hopefully I can be out here in the forge all 20 of those days. We'll see. It is around the holidays, and then I go back to work for 6 days in January, and then I'll start terminal leave. And terminal leave, that's it. I'm done. It's my last day in the Navy, and so that will start January 24th, and then from January 24th until February 28th, is when I'm officially retired. I'm done. So right now I am currently looking for a job. I'm trying to stay here in the Virginia area for a couple more years. Appreciate it, Becky. All right. So I currently, so you can kind of see in the background, I have my gas forge here. If you guys didn't get a chance to see, if you don't follow me on Facebook, over at Ivey Forge, I have a Facebook page, and I also have Instagram. So this is my block. What's going on, Hammer Time? So this is a block out of my ribbon burner. Yeah, it just fell right out. I was in the middle of doing some stuff, so you can kind of see, like back here in the corner, some of these, and then even here in the middle, I have little tabs that was in there to hold this in, and it just broke out. So I don't know if it was just this type of refractory that I used, where it just shrunk or something, but it's supposed to be good up to 2,700 degrees. I know, right? It was sad to watch. So, but yeah, thankfully I didn't have anything in the forge when it fell. I was actually at the anvil, and I heard it, and it scared the piss out of me. But no one got hurt other than the forge itself. So I'm gonna get back to doing that. So I currently work with charcoal. All right, those of you, most of you, right, do work with coal and or propane, which right now I live in an HOA, so I cannot do coal. Plus I got really close neighbors, and they probably don't want to smell it. So I use charcoal, right? And if or when you ever decide to use charcoal, you're gonna get the big bags, right? Well, in those big bags, a lot of times they'll come with stuff like this, right? These real big chunks, and yeah, it'll still burn. But you want to break this stuff up. All right, down to more manageable size pieces. You know, so most of it's really easy to break if you can't break it with your hands. Just hit it with a ball peen. You know, get it to around the size of, you know, a golf ball, maybe a little smaller, down to like a walnut type size, and it'll burn much better for you, right? And you can keep a nice even distributed heat. A nice short little taper. I think I got enough heat in this one. I'll go ahead and draw it back. Come out of there. Alright, we'll grab two more, stick it in. Getting hot. One thing about charcoal is that it'll spark up a lot, especially if you get a lot of the dust in there. Mr. Fred Ivey, that's my dad. Hey, everyone say hi, Dad. Dad, we're doing so there's a series. It's one of the Facebook pages that James Ting Ting over at County Line Forge. He does a Make It Monday series and then Show It Sunday. So you get a whole week. He'll give us a task to do. You make 10 of them, and the first one start off is making short little tapers. All right. So basically, take any type of stock, and you just do a taper onto it, a smaller taper down at the end, and then from here I'll go back 3 inches, and then we're going to draw this out to even a long taper and then round it up. So I actually started off with round bar, and I squared it all up last night because mostly everyone that was doing the challenge all start off with square stock, and I didn't want to cheat, so I went ahead and squared it all up. And I'm doing my short tapers right now, and then we're going to mark them out and then do the longer tapers after that. So this is it was 3/8 inch round bar. I took the square, doing a taper, then I'll do the long taper, and then round it back up again. All right, and then I'll be all caught up. Dad, if you wonder why I'm wearing a bow, because Miss Penny Brown over at the New Penny Forge, this is normally her time slot on Saturdays, but her work got changed. Her work schedule got changed, so she graciously allowed me to take this time for her this week and next week. And every now and again she'll wear a nice pretty bow in her hair, so I'm giving her some props, allowing her to see that, hey, I can fill her shoes just fine. Alright, next 2 out fire. It's working right on the edge of the anvil. That way I can strike it down at an angle. Preferably not hitting my anvil. Alright, and then bring it back on the face of the anvil. Bring those tapers back. Just clean them up with nice light blows. Getting a taper to go down. I got one left because, remember, like I said, I got a little too rambunctious last night when I was doing these, and I accidentally grabbed one of my 10 and stuck it in the fire to practice on. So I'm doing 9 if you've been counting. This is the number 9 because the one last night I already did. What's my dad saying about me? Yeah, no, I'm not hitting the sauce, not yet. Oh, my lovely woman, because my birthday's coming up this week. She went out and bought me a the double-barreled Woodford Reserve. It's been aged twice. It's really, really good bourbon, and I'm gonna definitely partake in a little bit once I'm done. She gave it to me a little early. Why not? What's going on? Appreciate it, Yamez. Yes, please hit that like button. Smush it, smash it, hammer it. Be greatly appreciated. And I definitely want to do, an awesome, thank you to everyone that has helped me build up my channel. Because, they're at the beginning, and even now, I've always said that I was doing this YouTube channel more for me, right? To just kind of like a video documentary of me becoming a blacksmith. And if you go check out my Facebook page over at Ivey Forge, you'll even see on there it says the making of a blacksmith, right? And that's also the vlog series that I have on my YouTube channel is the making of a blacksmith. Because that basically, when I first started, I didn't go to a class, I didn't go do anything. I'm all self-taught, just watching y'all, right, on YouTube. And, some of the big guys, I started off watching Alex Steele when he was first getting started. Then, I found some of the other big ones, Roy over at Christ-Centered Ironworks, started watching a lot of his stuff. Tim over at Big Dog Forge, started watching a lot of his stuff. John Switzer, like all these guys, right, I started watching a lot of their stuff. And then it got me into this awesome community on Facebook and YouTube. And, I just want to say, thank y'all. And, get me to where I am right now. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and start closing out that making of a blacksmith series. Because, I've been doing this a little over a year. And I feel that I'm a blacksmith. Even though I have not been to any class or anything, I don't feel I'm up to like a journeyman or anything. I'm still a beginner. I'm a beginner blacksmith for certain. Just building up my stuff, building up my craft, and this is just another foot in the door. And it's all thanks to y'all. So I definitely appreciate you coming out. Alright, last one out of the fire. Alright, so grab my glove. These lined up. Drop forge. This has beginner, right? Yeah, I definitely drop forge a lot of stuff. Get up there. Alright, let's see if we can't get you guys in here a little more. Where are we at? Where are we at? There we are. All right. So I didn't number them. I don't even know which one's which, but just going through, and I'm gonna take a look, at all of them, see if they're all about the same. All right. So, I mean, pretty much all the points come down to about the same. All of the lines of where my taper ends are all about the same. So, I feel I did all right. What do you guys think? Lufe in the house. What's going on, Lufe? All right, an A+. Cool. So let me get you back up here. Get you zoom back out a little bit. All right. So from here, right, we're supposed to go 3 inches, correct? So we come back 3 inches from the end of the taper. Do a punch, and then we draw it out even further from that spot. Is it 4 inches or is it 3 inches? I can't remember. I know Ting already had to take off. So you can see the one that I did last night when I was practicing. It's actually longer than the rest because I wasn't doing them. So I didn't do it with the rest, and I was practicing. So I actually did it on both sides. I was like, man, stinking me, right? Wasn't paying attention. 10. So hopefully we don't have to do a full 10. All right, 4 inches. 4 inches is the magic number. Appreciate it. So let me get in here. Got me a little punch. I know I got another ruler. Alright, let's move some of these out of the way. Still really, really, really hot. And it's 4 inches, not from the point, but 4 inches from the end of your taper. I do remember that part. There's one. I think I probably should have bought some bigger stock. I need a ruler I can read better. Two. This is normally the what's up, Craig? This is normally the monotonous portion of the video that I fast forward through whenever I'm doing regular videos, and or I skip, to the end. But can't do that when you're doing live stream. So now you guys just get to sit here with me and stick it out. That's all good. Definitely appreciate you guys coming out. So in next week, I'm gonna let y'all guys decide what you want to see. So I have a couple things I could do. I got some more mild steel. I can always do another mild steel hammer because I wanted to have a couple of them. So when you're thinking mild steel hammer, why would you want to do that, right? But obviously the mild steel hammer is just like what Ting was saying. It's a soft face hammer. I can use that to hit striking tools, right? And I'm not worried about marring it up. So I already know that it's nothing that's going to last, but it's cheap. It's well in abundance of where I live. I can get it really, really cheap. I think I got a 3-foot bar of, it's an 1.25 inch round stock, and I paid maybe $16 for a 3-foot section. And for an 1.25 inch round, I thought that was pretty good. Dropping my tools. Tools don't count as drop forging. Or maybe they do, I don't know. Alright. So we got all those marked up, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm probably just going to do these one at a time because I definitely don't want to burn. I get my fire stoked up. Alright, now that I got that in fire, I can come see what y'all have been saying. What we got going on? Alright, Sully's out of here. See you later, Sully. Appreciate you for stopping in. Charcoal's popping at me. Alright, so when I got the bow out of my head, I'm gonna put my hat back on. North County Forge, what's going on, Steve? Appreciate you for stopping in. You gotta keep us an update on that beard growing back, buddy. Man, that was so sad to watch. I know everyone's been saying it, but I'm right there. I'm like 2 months to go, and I can start growing it out. I'm stoked. January 24th. That's the day that I start growing my beard, and I don't have the Navy tell me I can't do it no more. Dang, for 10 pounds, that's crazy. That's super cheap. Yeah, I mean, mine's still, because this area, you know, that I'm in the southeast corner of Virginia, and like I would have to travel to go to any major steel supplier that has any type of tool steel or anything. I have to drive to go get it. And by the time I'm spending the gas going up there, and a lot of these places that have it, that I found, they only sell it in like 12 feet sections. So I drive a Jeep, right? 12 feet of steel is not fitting into a Jeep. I'm sorry. I don't have a trailer, so it's kind of hard to be able to, you know, go and get the supplies like that. I do have a local pick and pull. I'm able to go get some stuff. When I was down at Yamaz's shop down on the island, we traded a couple things, right? He got a hammer, and I got him a sledgehammer. Just need to be handled up, and then, you know, he got me some springs. So definitely appreciate it, Yamaz. It's awesome. So that's just another thing I needed to actually start making some more actual quality tools, stuff that I needed. But y'all tell me what you want to see. If you want to see me try to make another hammer next video, you can. I did buy some handles. I got, this is for a hatchet, right? That way I can get the dimensions off this. I still need to make a drift to do a hatchet. So I was going to use the 4130 to do that. You know, I got just hickory hammer handles, some things. So you guys tell me what do you want to see, you know, next week whenever I come up. All right, coming out of the fire hot. I need to find that little. So I'm going half on, half off. I didn't start at the mark, I started about halfway. Losing a lot of my heat because this material is so small. It's still fairly hot. It'll still move a little bit. Alright, so that's basically what I'm doing with that, right? Is I'm just working on the edge of my anvil. Not a whole lot of angle, just a little bit. Doing half on strikes, rotating it onto every side. Just getting it to bring that material out. And then as I'm going through, I'll be working it back towards that mark and bring that out to a nice long taper. Crack me up, y'all, man. Crack me up. Yeah, definitely appreciate, you guys hit that like button. I currently got 17 likes, 16 people currently watching. It's definitely a lot more people than I thought would ever show up to my very first live stream, so I definitely appreciate everyone that's here. Alright, back out of the fire, same thing, half on, half off. Just try to clean it up as I go. And I mean, with this small of stock, I mean, it's just going to be a really gradual taper going down. Because originally, I was going to use is 1/2 inch round stock, and whenever I went to go, I appreciate it, Craig. Thanks for stopping in, bud. I originally was going to use 1/2 inch, but I only had 6 of these, and whenever I went back to the store to go get another one, because a lot of times this smaller stuff, I can go up to Tractor Supply. It's just right around the corner, and I'll pick this stuff up. It's a little expensive because it is considered a box store. I definitely get it a lot cheaper at the steel supplier, but that's in a different town over. It's about 40-minute drive from me. A lot of times I'll try to stop there on my way from work, but this would definitely be easier to do, with the tapers and stuff, because it's a little bigger. Alright, Steve, appreciate you for stopping in, bud. Alright, so I'm going to do that process over again. Just half on, half off. Rotating it 90 degrees each time. Just drawing that material back. I lose my heat down the end. It's fine. Alright. Go back. Try to clean it up as I go. Alright. Squirrel! 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 Now, I do have a rabbit though. I named him Jack. He is a wild bunny that just showed up. I think he lives underneath. If you look, it's kind of dirty, but I got a little patio that my girlfriend made, and then over in the corner underneath the pink little house there's a hole. So I think that's where he lives. But he comes out and visits me every day, and he'll walk right up to me. He doesn't shy away. He doesn't do nothing. And I haven't fed him nothing. He takes care of a lot of because I got a lot of big leafy stuff in my yard, and he comes out and he munches on that. And morning, afternoon, night, I see him all the time. And I haven't seen him come out when I'm actually forging yet. I think he's afraid of the hammer, but I still think it's kind of cool. Just continue to draw that out. See, where did I put my brush? Oh, it's on the ground. Go up here with it. Alright, so as you can see, because like I said, the mark is back here, right, for the 4 inches. So I only started halfway drawing that out. That way I can now come back more to the mark and then continue drawing that down to a nice, you know, it's going to be really hard to tell with this small of stock, because it's going to be a very, very slight taper, but I still think it'll be all right. Let's see what you guys got. Oh yeah, we would all be in trouble if we could post up memes. I think about the only thing we can do is, I think, emojis. You know, start making memes out of emojis. I don't know. I think with the 5/8 it probably would have been actually not that bad. Yeah, it's a lot of material to move, but it's, I don't know. I think whenever you first get it going, that, you know, it's not that bad. You got to do it a little bit at a time. You know, that even with this small stock, is if you're doing just the really sharp small tapers, and then slowly move it back, and then from there, and then you know, try not to do the entire thing all at once, and it definitely is a lot easier that I have found out, you know, through trial and error and watching other people, and because I actually I have a PDF document. It's from Alex Steele. It was free. It was about a year ago that I got, and it shows in there in full detail of how to do the tapers, like of what I'm doing right now. And once I got that, man, doing tapers, I feel is so much easier. And it still gets a little difficult when you're using the small stock. I think, you know, the 1/2 inch is definitely the best material to use, but I think the 5/8, it'd probably be easier doing 5/8 for me than doing this 3/8. It just gets hard, you know, trying to keep a nice consistent taper with such small stock. But well, we'll get there. We'll knock it out. Close that off a little bit before I burn up all my charcoal. Alright, now I'm going to go back more toward where my mark is. Alright. Get that to come on back. And this black heat, you know, it's really good. You can get your stock straightened back up and you know, work out all those little marks that you put in there from working over the edge of the anvil. Alright, so basically so my mark is here, right, and it's gradually going down. So, and I've got, let's see, so these start off at 6, right? They were 6 inches. So what do I do with my ruler? Kind of hard to see, but yeah. About 9.5. So it drew it out, you know, 3.5 inches. Let's see, there's Alright, so I think this one's pretty good. I'll go ahead and let this cool off over on the side. And we'll start on the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of these others and get them set off to the side on the top. Just get them warming up, but they won't burn. That way they can come up to heat a little quicker. Whenever I go to throw them back into the fire. see what you guys got going on. Yeah, one fully down. Nine more to go. Peter, I did not see it. Let me scroll up. Where you got? What you got? Mr. Ulf Peterson in the house. Welcome, Ulf. Appreciate it for stopping in. Now, I didn't see what your suggestion was for the next one. You want to shoot it out again? I did see so swage tools or cupping tools. Alright, so as everyone saw, if you were watching the other one, so this was the cupping tool that me and Yamez did over at his shop. And I'm telling you, even with the two of us beating on this thing, it's 1030 steel, or 4130 tool steel, and this thing like really kicked our butts. Yeah, it's artsy. As we said, it's leaned back, right? It's in chill mode. So I still haven't got this fully cleaned up. I don't even have my touch mark into it yet. But I'll get this one cleaned up, and I definitely want to make another one. No, it's cool. This was definitely a lessons learned. It was an awesome project. I definitely love being down on the island. I definitely want to get down there again and try to do some more awesome. Who knows? Maybe we can do a hammer next time. Once we get some of our top tools and stuff, the things that we need, because I know, Yamez, he's not a hammer maker, at least not yet. So I know he doesn't have a lot of the stuff yet. I still am making a lot of my own tools, things I need to make, fuller, some of those other stuff. And who knows, maybe Yamez can definitely come up, check out Ivey Forge. We can knock out another project up here. But I think it's going to be a little bit before I get back into doing another cupping tool. But I'm definitely going to do another one, because I had a lot of fun making this, and I think I knew kind of where we went wrong. Namely, I had way too much steel. But I don't know, we'll get knocked out again. But I'm definitely not going to do one of these next Saturday. Metal's coming out of the fire. Alright, get about halfway down, half on, half off. Just drawing that steel back. You're pulling it back every time that you hit. Back to the fire. That's awesome, Craig. Yeah, we do have a Habitat for Humanity out here. I definitely would like to go check them out. I mean, there's a couple nice like antique type shops that I try to go. I mean, there's a big antique place up here just right down the street that's also an auction house, and they have a ginormous bellows hanging from the ceiling. Every time I walk in there, I always want to just yank it down and bring it home, but it's not for sale. The guy that owns the place, he actually picked it up over in Europe, and he brought it back, but and it's in mint condition. I mean, this thing is so nice, and it's at least 6 feet long. I mean, the thing is ginormous. But all the leather on it, all the wood on it, it's just in mint condition, and I really want it. But there's a couple booths, so this shop, you know, they rent out spaces to a lot of people, and there's a couple guys in there that carry a lot of blacksmithing type stuff. Actually, one of my very first anvils, it's nothing much. It's just a little railroad track. It has a mild steel plate on it, which I put on there because I was just getting started. I didn't want to hurt myself. I didn't want to hurt anything. So I put mild steel on it just to help. But yeah, I picked that up there, 20 bucks. I mean, I couldn't really beat it. It was nice. I liked it. yeah, that's for certain. I mean, I think just about everything has a price, but I don't know. He'd probably want well over $1,000 for it if he was going to sell it. So I don't even know how much he paid for it. He got it quite a few years back, but. Alright, so that is the first part. Now I'm going to heat it up and bring it back. So like I said, I go about halfway to where that mark is. I draw that out. And then I come back to where the mark is and then draw that out just a little bit. So like I said, my mark is back here. And I started, you know, almost about halfway, drew that out. So going from a 6, right? So let me see if I can see on here. That's so just the first one is I drawn that out. Now it's at 8.5. All right, so that's a 2.5 inch difference. And this one, right? Let me get it turned around here. So it's sitting right at, well, I was wrong, it's 9.25, right? So I get majority of my drawing out from that first one because I'm trying to get majority of that material out. And then this down here is more just, I'm not trying to get it to go like super thin, right? Because it's supposed to be a real gradual taper going down. So I go from 8.5, or from 6 to 8.5 inches long. And then I go out another 3/4 of an inch just from that last little heat. So let's see if we get them the same length. Appreciate it, Rob. Stay good. Thanks for coming out. And let me go ahead and get one of these other ones into the fire, getting it going. And just the only downfall with using charcoal is that you will burn up your charcoal really quick. So if you haven't had a chance, so I use a blow dryer for my forge, and it's really hard to control the airflow coming off a blow dryer. So what I did is, I mean, I've been a woodworker ever since I was knee high to a grasshopper, right? So I went and looked online, looked at a few different things for different air gates, ways of controlling, and it's I forgot the channel, what it was now, but it was one of the blacksmith channels. None of us from the group, right? But he built a box. It was made out of steel. I was like, well, I don't have steel and I don't really have a way of putting it together, so I made one out of wood, and it's just a simple air gate. So I have a little handle that I attach down here on the bottom. I push it in and out, and it's either going to have full air coming from the blow dryer that will come up into the forge, or I can close it off some, and then some of the air will come out of the side of the box instead of all the way into the forge. So that's how I control my airflow. And when you're doing small projects, to be able to keep your charcoal from just burning up, right, is restrict that airflow a lot. You know, just have a little tiny bit, but it's still going to burn up, right? It's just like in a regular grill, even without airflow, the charcoal is going to burn, right? So you're doing what you're doing. I normally get 15-pound bags, 15-pound bag. Once I break it all down into smaller chunks, it will last me. Because I can fill up 2 5-gallon buckets, you know, with that. And yeah, I mean, I can definitely go through and write up how I built it and how I made it, and I'll post that, you know, onto the Facebook page. That's not a problem. It's really simple construction. All right, it's really not hard at all. A very beginner woodworker could definitely make it. It's not hard. All right. So yeah, I'll work on that. I can get that done. Yeah, it's all about, you know, just like with coal, it's still fire management. And I've tried using water to soak, you know, the outer edge to see if it'll cool down. It doesn't help. It still just burns, right? So I know with coal, I got a chance to, you know, or a Yamaz's shop, you know, he taught me a little bit about the fire management there. And, you know, soaking it down with the water helps it, you know, slow down, changing some of that coal over into coke. And, you know, you get your nice little fire pot built up. But you can't do that with charcoal. It's just going to burn. All right, so you try to manage it with your air instead. Donkashin, yep, not a problem. So, and I've actually, you know, I went to school for drafting, so I will try to incorporate some of that learning, you know, that I did to actually make it not super technical, but easy to follow. And I'll get that posted up. You're just gonna have to give me a little bit. All right, I need time to do that. All right, out of the fire. Let's get it cleaned up. I got my spot back here. Take her all the way back down. Nice long taper. Working over half on, half off. And I start cooling off down at the end. Come back, clean it up. Even with this black heat, you can still clean it up pretty good. Alright, go ahead and get it back in the fire one more time. And we should be about done with another one. So, if you guys, I can bring, well, I did do a video, if you want to go check it out, of actually how I made it. But if just watching a video, you're not really able, because I didn't really have any measurements or anything on the video, not that I remember. But I can definitely do some type of drawings to post up. But, definitely go check it out. And you can see like how I made it and everything. I think it was something like blacksmith doing a woodworking project or something. Is a couple months ago, I believe. It's a few videos back. And still got 11 followers. All right, Daddy, you still here, or did he take off? I didn't see if he took off or not. Should I just buy? Oh. Yamed is still here. Go back to some of these comments. Craig J just bought a 22-pound anvil from Princess Auto for around 57 bucks. Cool. Now, is that a cast iron or is that steel anvil, Craig? Because this one here, you can see it's not the greatest of rebounds, right? But this is cast. Cast iron. It doesn't have a steel top on it. It's 100% cast. This is 72.7 pounds. I weighed it myself. All right, and I picked this up from a guy just north of Williamsburg here in Virginia Beach area, Virginia. Right. It's about an hour 20 minutes from me. I picked this up, and I think I paid. It's right at $2.25 a pound, I believe, for this. Even with it being cast, it's solid. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't have any big chips out of it. Nothing. I don't know the maker of it. It doesn't have any type. It has the pounds on it. That's it. There's no other type of maker mark. So I don't know who made it, but it wasn't that bad. I was willing to pay that, and I was actually in the area when I bought it. So I didn't really have to drive out of my way to go get it. I don't think. Charcoal's not that bad. So if you do any type of grilling outside and you're using charcoal, it smells the exact same way. So that's one of the reasons why I don't use coal. Yep, Dad's still here. And you're watching the truck race. Of course you are. Alright, so yeah, using charcoal, like if you have a grill and you're grilling steaks, burgers, or anything like that, it doesn't smell any different. So I mean, you can throw some sauce in it if you want, but you know, give that little flang, you know. Like I said, you know, I live in an HOA currently because I'm renting, and you know, I can't use the coal because coal does put off a little bit of the fumes, a little bit of a smell. I know some of that stuff isn't that bad. I still got a little bit of a fat spot right here. Let me see where I'm at with my measurement. I think I still get it to go down just a little bit more. I'm sitting right at oh yeah, I still got a little bit ways to go. So. I had a little bit of ways to go because the one that I grabbed was the wrong one. Remember I said I was going to throw that other one in the fire? Well, I grabbed that other one. This is the one that I needed. And this one's just sitting in there burning. That's alright. We'll get her cleaned up. Alright, see where we're at. Not too bad. I could probably even bring it down just a little bit more. Yeah, definitely just went and grabbed the wrong one earlier, but oh well. Alright, what we got? What we got? What we saying? Camp's still here? Alright. Oh, Bobo. Hey, what's going on, Bob? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it, brother. And one of these days, I'm definitely going to get up to your shop. Like I said, I'm trying to check out. You know, you guys are close between. I mean, obviously Yama's is closest, but you know, you'd be the second closest, and then I definitely want to get out to Tink King's place eventually, but that's going to have to be like a camping trip because he's like almost 5-6 hours away from me. Oh, my honey is here. Hi, Gladys. Say hi, everybody. I don't know, he tried to post, but it didn't come through. Hey, so we're sitting at what, hour and 32. Got about 28 minutes left to go. I'm still working on my second. Right, I got all the major. Right, I did all 10 of the small tapers. That's what you're doing, right? So you're basically starting off. You just do all those little tiny short tapers, and then from there you just lay it down a little bit onto the anvil and bring out your 1-inch taper, and then from there put your mark, start at halfway. From your mark, just work over the side of the anvil. All right, half on, half off. Keep it at, you know, a decent angle, half on, half off. You're rotating 90 degrees with every hit, just drawing that steel out. And then once you come back to where your mark is, and then do it again all the way down, right? And by the time you do that, you're going to be at your mark all the way down to the tip, and you should gain well over 4 inches, right, of drawing out that taper. I just got a little fat section right here. Get that drawn out. Miss Gladys is watching me from inside the house. She's not out here in the shop. So, like I said, it's the kiddo's birthday tomorrow, so I was setting up for that, getting some visitors over. And she's allowing me to be out here doing what I love. You know, doing a nice show for y'all. So, thank you, baby. Love you. And I do have a project that I need to be working for her as well. That's definitely something I can do next weekend, but I'm going to try to get it done before then. Alright, let's... No more drop forging. Alright, let's right on the mark. That's 2 done. Get that set off to the side. Got the other one out of the fire that was worked on previously. Like I said, there's a nice little fat spot right here. I'm turning the opposite. Just rotating it 90 degrees each time. Alright. And just come back, clean it up as you're going. Alright, set it off to the side. Alright, so I know the last part of this challenge was taking that longer taper and rounding it up. So I know I'm getting towards the end of my time. Where am I sitting? 137. So I'm gonna go ahead and take, you know, one of these and put it back in the fire. That way you guys can see the full process of doing one of them. And then whatever time I got left, I'll go back and do the rest. So let me see what we got. Oh, my mommy's is here. Hi, mommy. All right, Miss Linda Moody Ivey's in the house. That's my mother. Everyone say hi if you haven't already. Just the moms or the whole family? If everyone's there, tell them to get on their phone. That way I can get some more views. Hit that like button if you don't mind. My wobbles are breeding everywhere. Yes, I know it's my birthday. My birthday's coming up. It's all good. Alright, so whenever you're going to be working, going from round back to square, the material has a tendency to want to twist. Alright, so whenever you're doing that, you know, try to be mindful. Work towards the thicker part of the material first. Right? So where's my tong? Oh, there we go. Like I said, I have a tendency of setting stuff down and then I don't remember where I put it, especially my hammer. Alright, so on that taper, right, like I said, with this really small material, it's a really slight taper as it's coming down. Alright, hey Corbin, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate you watching. Alright, so the real light taper, so whenever you're going to start rounding up these edges, start off on the thicker side and then work down to the smaller side. Alright? And that way you can kind of manage the twist a little bit as you're going down, but you're going to keep the heat, right, in a bigger side first, because I'm probably going to have to go back to the fire at least 2 heats, you know, while doing this. Just because the stock is so small, it loses its heat really quick. All right, so I'm going to come up to where my mark was. All right, hit it one side. I'm using the flat side of my die, or the flat side of my hammer. All right, then I'm going to rotate it 180. Hit the other side. Alright, kind of gives you like a nice little diamond shape. And then come back 90. Do that side, do 90, and do that side. Alright, I can see that I'm already starting to get a little bit of a twist. Alright, and come back in, hit the flats. Down on the small side, try to keep it, you know, squared up the best you can. It's fine if it's twisting, because the whole thing is going to be round anyway, and once it's fully round, you're not going to be able to see the twist in it. Right? So now that I got that, you're trying to get the same size, you know, flats on your edges as you do on your sides. That way you'll have whether 1, 2, 3, 8 sides. So you go from 8 sides, then you bring that down to 16. After 16, 32, whatnot. But once it gets small like this, once you get to 16 sides, you can just go ahead and start rolling it and rounding it off. Alright, what we got? Who's saying what? Not saying a whole lot. Alright. Cool. So, like I said, because I only got a few more minutes left, so I'm gonna get these ones rounded up. That way you can continue seeing that process, and then I'm gonna go through. So next week, right, Saturday, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'll be back again. Once again, covering for Miss Penny over at New Penny Forge. Please go check her out if you haven't done so already. All right, she's awesome people. One of the blacksmiths over in the UK. All right, a couple other people that I've given shout outs to. All right, Island Metal Forge, Yamez, down there at the island. Great dude. I know he's here watching. If you haven't had a chance to go check him out, please do so, especially the family, right? You know, give some brothers some love. All right, he's doing good things down there. I know I've sent the link to you, Dad, and to you, Mom, to check him out. You know, we did a live stream last week. Going down there and making a cupping tool, the artistic leaned back cupping tool, right? So, you know, I'll get, and it's leaning, that's for certain. But I think we did that on purpose, right? Right, Yamez? So whenever I'm sticking it in my anvil, the meat of my cupping tool is sitting in the center of my anvil. I think that's why we did it that way. At least that's what we're going to claim. All right. So, but no, we'll definitely get another one made. For certain, definitely start out with some smaller stock. For those of you that weren't here at the beginning, I went through. Should be somewhat cool. Alright, I start off, it's an 1.25 inch round stock that I've been practicing. It's mild steel, alright, that way I can have a soft faced hammer. Alright, so I punch out the eye, been flattening out the cheeks, and this stuff is super cheap. It's not like tool steel, right? This is a lot cheaper, and if I mess this up, I'm only out $1. Alright, if I mess up tool steel, i.e. like the stuff that I got from Ting Ting, which Mr. James over at County Line Forge, right, he sells these on his Etsy. This is not $1, right? It's still not a good price. You know, he's still have some really good prices. I definitely bought this whenever he went up to Quad State, so he had them at a discounted price. I definitely appreciate that, but it's still more expensive than $1. So if I mess this up, hey, it's not that bad, right? So that's what I was working on this morning, knocking this out. I think it's coming out all right. I'm just gonna clean up the faces on this. Right, I do want to do a round side, so I'll probably try out that cupping tool for a little bit. Once I still got to clean it up a little bit more before I do that, and then I'll get these grounded down. So I'm not going to be doing any type of fullers into this because I don't have a fullering tool yet. But yeah, I'll get it handled up. And yeah, Bob, most definitely. I'm definitely gonna work my way up there for certain. All right, back out of the fire. Block brush. Get it cleaned up. All right. Just go back to getting those corners in, try to get it to 18 sides or 16 sides. Right? Then just start rounding it up. Rounding it up. Just slowly tapping it as you're going around. So that's the bigger side. Now I'm going to go heat it up, and I'm going to do the smaller side. Remember, when you're doing this, it's still drawing that material out even further. Craig J in the house. What's up, Craig? Appreciate you for stopping in, brother. So I got 15 people. That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely got some great family, Craig. They're stopping in to show the support. And like I said, it's the first live stream, so of course I had to throw it out there and see if they'd hit it up. I've also invited quite a few people from work to see if they'd drop in. That's cool if they did, cool if they didn't. My awesome blacksmithing family, they decided to show up as well, and I definitely appreciate all of you. I definitely wouldn't be here doing these things without you guys. I've learned a lot, right? Going through watching a lot of the videos, some of those things. Like I said, I'm self-taught. I didn't go do any classes. I mean, I've been out to one, I think two hammer ends over with the Tidewater. It's a local guild here. I'm still trying to get into going out and doing stuff with the guild a lot more often. That way I can actually get some face-to-face type stuff. I've worked with a couple other local blacksmiths, trying to get to their shop and doing what I can. But other than that, it's watching a YouTube video, and then I come out and I practice, and I try to do what I can. I'm still a beginner, but like I said, on my YouTube channel, right, my current vlog is the making of a blacksmith, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and close that out because I feel that I'm already to the point that I need to be to actually call myself a blacksmith. So it's no longer the making of. I am now a blacksmith, beginner, definitely a beginner, but I'm just gonna keep going with that and building up this craft that I love, and building up my skill, and continue to support and watch you guys, and hopefully you come back and continue to watch me as well. All right. All right. Block dust. Get cleaned up. You want to get that scale into your finished product. I ain't get it fairly rounded off, so I don't know if you can see. So focus. Let's try to get it rounded up. And and a lot of times whenever I'm going from round to square, back to round or whatnot, I'll heat this up one more time, and I like to give it a nice little hot rasp. Just cleans it up a little better. I don't think Ting Ting has told us yet exactly what we're making. He's just telling us to do these things, and we're going to make it out. But if I wouldn't know any better, it looks like we're making icicles, because it's coming up to that time of year. Doing a little pre-Christmas gifts, maybe. All right, what do we got? What do we got going? My suspenders. Oh man, where did I get these things from? I don't even remember now. I think Macy's maybe. I think. Oh, ask Gladys. I think she might remember. Loving that plumber's crack. We're gonna get that heated up. I need my, where did I put it? Like I said, oh, there it is. Like I said, I set stuff down that I don't remember where I put it. So got me my nice little rasp, all rusted and antique. This is the only one I got. All these people are making knives and making hatchets and all that stuff out of these things, and I cherish mine because it's the only one I got. And so far I haven't been able to find any more of these, not for cheap anyway, other than online. So once I get more and actually get some of these on hand, then I will work on not turning this one into a knife or a hatchet or anything like that. Yes, Greg, my birthday is the 18th of this month. I do appreciate it. I'm going to be 41 years young. All right. Hey, how many people can say that they're 41 years old and retired? This guy. Well, at least semi-retired. I'll be retired from the military, but not from actually working. I still got to go get a paycheck. Alright, so we get it nice and hot, coming out of the fire, and then just hit this sucker up with a rasp, right? You can even clean it up, clean up that scale. Oops. Gonna bend it up some, it's fine. Alright. Just come back, hit that sucker up, and clean out a lot of those hammer marks. I'm using the fine side of the rasp, right? Just going through, then take hammer, just straighten her back out. Straighten her back up. All right, and there we go, folks. Because if we'll focus, so get nice and cleaned up, and that's one completely done. So 1 from 10, and I'll get these finished up. So I'm almost at my 2-hour mark. Get it cleaned up. So I know Miss Penny is working, right? So is one of the main reasons why I'm here today at 2 o'clock. Miss Penny Brown from over at the new Penny Forge. She allowed me to take this time while her work schedule shifted. So this week and next week, I'll be sitting here doing a show for y'all. Definitely appreciate you coming in. And whenever her schedule changes back, she's going to be taking back over this time slot. And either we will continue to go back and forth, or I'm going to choose a different time, right? But right now, you know, I still work. I still get off really too late to be doing anything during the week. So I really have to do stuff on Saturdays and or Sundays. So even if I can't jump in, then I'll try to pick something, let you guys know. Yama is definitely, he's keeping track of a lot of people's schedules. So we'll definitely get something worked out, and I'll still get in here and try to do some stuff for y'all. You know, get it knocked out. All right. I definitely appreciate all of you for coming in. get this turned down. So let's see. What we got? Yeah, fire. Oh yeah, Corey. My rating is a fire controlman. I'm an E6. So February 28th is my retirement date. I will be 20 years and 24 days in the service. It just is what it is. It's part of my life. It's definitely one of those chapters that's closing, and it's been a wild ride. I'm ready to be home with family, and definitely appreciate all the support that I've gotten through that. And this right here, this is my newfound passion, right? So like I said, I've been doing this about a year, and I'm coming up on the end of my time slot, so I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping this up. Definitely appreciate everyone that's come in, everyone that's supported me doing all this, both family, friends, all the other blacksmiths out there that has helped me along this journey, doing the thing that I love and coming out. And like I said, it's another foot in the door. I definitely got a chance to step in and do a show for everyone out there. And I definitely am going to come back. I'm going to do some more. I definitely appreciate it. And go out, check. I have an Instagram, right? Ivey Forge. I will post pictures, some of the behind the scenes, some of those things I work on. Definitely hit me up over at Ivey Forge on Facebook as well. I will post a lot of the videos, some of those things that I have. So as of right now, right, since this is just a hobby for me, I haven't asked for any support. I'm not doing a Patreon. I haven't done PayPal. As of right now, I can control. I'm a little slow in getting material and stuff like that. So some of those projects or some of the things I want to do, I get a little behind because I'm having to save up to get some of those things, which is cool. Right now I haven't asked for any support, and I know the people out there, I know they will. If I started PayPal today, I'd probably have several people that would pitch in and try to help. Just for me, with this still being a hobby, it's not really a lifestyle yet, right? I do want to get to that point where it is more of a lifestyle. I would love to be able to do this full time. But I think once I've gotten to that point, I appreciate it, Dad. Have a good day. Love you. And once I get to that point where I do want to transition from a hobby more to this has been more than a hobby, then I'll definitely reach out and ask. But if people are willing to send me materials, I mean, that's cool. That's awesome. I love you guys for doing that. I appreciate it. I'll graciously accept anything that you're willing to send. Definitely, and that it just, as of right now, like I said, this is a hobby. So I'm not going to ask for any type of monetary donations. Obviously, once I get to 1,000 subscribers and I can get monetized, start making money, I'll definitely take it. I'm not saying that I won't, all right? But yeah, just for now, I don't have PayPal, don't have Patreon, anything like that. So I'm just doing what I love, doing this stuff, and I'll definitely keep doing the videos, keep doing the live streams, all right? So y'all be safe, right? Wear your safe glasses, do all those things. Peace, love, chicken grease, all that good stuff. All right, and we'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate you guys. Hearts and health, y'all, man. Hearts and health. All right, we'll catch y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.